Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul. And this is a new comedy, it's a mockumentary at times, and is a satire on organized religion. And this focuses on the aftermath of a huge scandal. Trinitie Childs, the first lady of a prominent Southern Baptist megachurch, attempts to help her pastor husband, Lee Curtis Childs, rebuild their congregation. And this is directed by Adama Ebo, and produced by Jordan Peele and Daniel Kaluuya. And this film that Ebo puts together knows how to walk the most perfect tightrope. Because it has to be really funny. The satire has to be biting and meaningful. But you have to have some kind of weight, because these are some serious issues. And Ebo delivers on all those points. This film is hilarious. I laughed quite a bit throughout. And there's so many great moments of, you have Lee Curtis Childs being way over the top and ridiculous, and just the reactions that Trinitie has to his shenanigans are fantastic. The way that it lampoons some of the more obnoxious elements of organized religion, but also in the darker sense when it's pointing a mirror back at some of the more intense and more hypocritical elements of organized religion. There's one particular moment between Trinitie and her mom where it's just like, are you a Christian? You don't sound like a Christian. Because forever, Trinitie has every right to want to not be with her husband anymore. But it's that guilt of Christianity, of forcing. It's like, you can't divorce. This is your role. You're meant to be together. You're not going anywhere. Despite the fact that her husband is a piece of shit and has done horrible things. And I love how Ebo has structured this film to slowly start pulling the layers back on what he really did, and how it's subtly inferred from some of, and sometimes a little less subtle, from his interactions with some young men in the congregation. And those moments are uncomfortable and disturbing, and Ebo's able to capture the right tone for those sequences. And there's some other ones where things get really heated, and they're confronted by one of the victims, played by Austin Crute, who plays Khalil. That, towards the climax of this film, that's really intense. And you have these incredible central performances from Regina Hall and Sterling K. Brown. Sterling K. Brown is over the top. He's just eating it up. He has this facade. He's putting on this act as this pastor. But Regina Hall's Trinitie has so many more layers, because she has to act like she's happy. She has to act like this is working for her. But underneath, as an actress playing this character, having to be able to show there's deadness behind her eyes. There's a complete loss of dignity at times. There's one particular thing that her husband makes her do that is just soul-shattering. And you can feel that through Hall's performance. It's all in her eyes. It's all in her body language. It's her reactions. Everything is killer in this film, really capturing what it needs to capture. And like I said, it's funny, but there's really dark, intense, and emotional moments. There's uncomfortable moments. The subtlety and the attention to detail that Ebo injects into this film, in a time where The Righteous Gemstones are so big on HBO, which is an incredible show, this takes it a step further, makes it a little bit less over the top in terms of some of the narrative things that happen, because people get murdered, all kinds of stuff in that show. This is very grounded and very uncomfortable in the way that it presents some of these real concerns in organized religion, and some of these real concerns about some of the men who are running these churches. And between the performances, the pitch-perfect direction, yeah, there's some themes and ideas that don't get fully fleshed out, and maybe it tried to bite off a little bit more than it could chew. This film is incredible. Absolutely loved it from start to finish, and I hope that you check it out as well. But those are my thoughts on Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.